Today on Delta Safari, we take a look at our top 5 episodes from Season 1 of Delta Safari, Adventures in America's Amazon. Hey, this is Stu. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving week, and I hope everybody gets to spend some time with loved ones, friends, what have you. And, or maybe get out there in the woods, go for a hike, go fishing, go hunting. Speaking of hunting, I plan on doing a little this fall. Now, I'm not a big deer hunter or anything like that, but I do enjoy small game. Since I wanted to go hunting now, I needed to add a hunting license onto my existing fishing license. So I just went to the Outdoor Alabama app, which you can get from the Google Store, iPhone Store, or probably outdooralabama.com. And it allows you to manage all of your licenses, purchase new licenses, set it up for auto renew, which is what I've got on my fishing licenses. And it also gives you your seasons and your bag limits, creel limits, everything you need to know to make sure that you don't violate the law and that you fish and hunt responsibly. You can get that app if you're going to be in Alabama. You need a fishing license, you need a hunting license. You can control everything right there on your phone, pay for it, add stuff as you need it if you like. Like recently, I just added small game hunting. But we'll get to that later on in the fall. Basically, I'm going to be going for hippity hops. I like me some hippity hops. Luke likes hippity hops too. This week, not getting out in the Delta, not getting outside because we've been like 9 straight days of just drizzly, nasty weather. Actually, great duck hunting weather, but I don't have a boat or a shotgun or a duck stamp, which is something else you can get through the Outdoor Alabama app. So, what we're going to do this week is we're going to count down the top 5 Delta Safari episodes from Season 1, and it's decided by how many views they got. So in essence, all of you picked this top 5. Let's count it down, Luke. Number 5. Our number 5 episode is entitled Diners, Drive-Ins, Dives, and Delta. It is a hodgepodge episode that combines a whole lot of what the Mobile Tensaw Delta has to offer. I visit a couple of restaurants, the first one being one of my favorites, Ed's Seafood Shed. It's owned by my good buddy Panini Pete Blome, and this is the new location, as the old location, which was right on the Delta, sadly caught fire a couple of years ago and could not be saved. So we had to move to a new location, so I'm checking that out. I also go on a cruise of the Delta to check out sunset with the city of Mobile skyline in the background. Great trip on that one. Then we visit the waterfront, Panini Pete's new restaurant, where we hang out with Guy Fieri at Cowboy Mouth. Check out how we do things here on the Delta.
And now the community here that gets to experience waterfront, I mean, bro, I got to tell you, out of all the things you've done, this has got to be one of the most off the hook. A big thanks for Panini Pete. He is also, I think, the sole instigator of me coming back to visit Fairhope and Mobile and Daphne to experience the food. The food program you guys have going on right now is off the hook. Congratulations. You should all weigh like 20 pounds more. But it's been great. I mean, this is really, we've had a great experience. We shot Triple D today. We'll be shooting tomorrow. And we said if we're going to come into town and we're going to have a party, we're going to shoot Triple D, we're going to celebrate Pete's new joint, then we got to invite one of my favorite bands, all-time super favorite bands, because one of the hardest hitting, rockinest, coolest New Orleans bands that throw a party and they make it happen. Without a doubt, give it up! Cowboy Mouth! good time? I said, are you guys ready to have a good time? Well, then let's do it to it, baby. 1, 2, 3.
Number 4 on our most popular videos from season 1 was our Halloween special, The Legend of Calliope Road. The Legend of Calliope Road is an old story here along the Delta of a haunted house and a crying baby and a bunch of other typical stuff that you find in most towns. Now, let's take a look at all the spooky. I think anyone who was raised around this old Delta has heard the stories of Calliope Road and Crybaby Bridge. Tales of satanic rituals, a ghostly figure in a window, and phantom cries in the night. Tonight, we learn the legend of Calliope Road. So this is it, the famous Crybaby Bridge. Just a couple of weeks from Halloween now. Who knows what we're going to run into tonight? Who knows indeed? Okay, I've got GhostTube app running. Let's see if we detect anything.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Cursed.
What's cursed? Is this location cursed?
Stop.
Why should I stop? Number 3. Number 3 is one of the most fun videos that I made the entire year. I have discovered that a lot of the stormwater retention ponds that they're now having to build whenever they lay a lot of asphalt to help control flood waters, rainwater, trash in parking lots, stuff like that. Well, in an area like this, with as many fertile waterways as we have, these ponds are full of bass naturally. So I went to the Costco parking lot and did a little fall bassing. Check out the action. Number 2. Coming in at number 2 on our list was the first ever camping trip that we did on Delta Safari. And it was a visit to Mayor State Park, which is right where the Delta meets the bay. And it is a great park. Many consider it the best state park in the Alabama system. I have fallen in love with this little park. I took Luke along. We pitched a tent. We spent the night there at the campground. We hiked around the campground and spent a good amount of time out on this fantastic pier they have. pier goes 300 feet out. That's a football field, y'all. And then it forms a T that's 200 feet wide, which is, I guess, 2/3 of a football field. Just a beautiful facility, great RV park. Some of the best, nicest rangers that I've encountered anywhere. And again, Luke and I have just really fallen in love with this excellent park right on the Mobile Tensaw Delta. Numero 1. The most popular video of season 1 and the most popular video I've ever done. I don't actually do any fishing in it, but it is a fishing video. Running with the Reds. Something spectacular happens on the Gulf Coast in the fall every year. There is a natural migration pattern that redfish take up the Gulf of Mexico, heading towards the east, and then back down Florida to warmer water for the wintertime. And that migration route takes those redfish right by Cedar Point Pier at the southernmost tip of Mobile County. It juts out into the Mississippi Sound right by Dauphin Island, Alabama. And I went down and joined my brother and a couple of his buddies for a little red fishing on the pier. Like I say, I didn't catch anything, but I had such a blast watching everyone else on the pier and experiencing the great community that they have there on Cedar Point. And it's great that all of you apparently feel the same way about it that I do. I would be remiss not to mention that Dauphin Island, Alabama is officially the sunset capital of the state of Alabama. This is a spectacular pier. The fishing is incredible when the Reds are running. You can catch a big one out there. I came back about a month later and caught my personal best fish of any species. It was a 32-pound black drum. 2 weeks later, I topped it with a 36-pound black drum. Running with the Reds on Cedar Point Pier is one of the best fishing experiences in the country and my #1 video of season 1.
Excuse me, old chap, but would you mind terribly clicking like and subscribe? It would mean oh so much to me, seeing how as I gave my life for your entertainment.